All right, let's dive into this explainer and transform the stressful process of paying your Medicare premiums into a simple, automated routine. Did you know that thousands of people newly enrolled in Medicare are completely caught off guard by their very first bill? If you're stressing over how to manage your Medicare Part B premiums without missing a payment, well, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're going to give you a clear, actionable plan to automate this whole process so you can just get back to enjoying your life.
You know, so many folks are totally shocked to learn that Medicare isn't actually free. If you don't receive Social Security benefits yet, Medicare defaults to sending you a quarterly paper bill for Part B. And that bill? It can easily exceed $555. That is a massive chunk of change to remember every 3 months. And forgetting to pay creates a real risk of losing your health coverage altogether, not to mention facing some pretty hefty late fees.
But hey, there is a fantastic solution here. Medicare Easy Pay. It's a completely free, highly convenient service from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services that automatically deducts your monthly premium payments directly from your checking or savings account. It's really the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it solution to save you time, avoid those nasty late fees, and protect you from lifetime enrollment penalties.
Okay, so here's our agenda for today. We're going to cover the Easy Pay solution, check your eligibility, walk through the step-by-step setup, tackle troubleshooting, and finish up with some extra tips.
Let's jump right into Section 1, the Easy Pay solution. So why is this automated system such a game changer for your financial peace of mind? Well, first off, it is a 100% free service with absolutely zero hidden fees. It consistently deducts your payment on the 20th of every month, and it even updates automatically if your premium changes from year to year. Plus, it handles the whole shebang, your Part A, Part B, and any high-income IMRA surcharges. The crucial takeaway here is that by letting the system handle your payments every 20th of the month, you literally eliminate the anxiety of tracking due dates and mailing physical checks.
Moving right along to Section 2, Eligibility and Requirements.
Now, do you actually need to set this up? Because not everyone does. The distinction is actually incredibly simple. As you'll see on the left, if you're already receiving Social Security checks, your Medicare premiums are automatically deducted from your benefit payment before it ever hits your bank account. If that's you, you do not need Easy Pay. But take a look at the right. If you aren't collecting Social Security yet and you're getting manual bills in the mail, then you are the perfect candidate for this. So if you fall into that second category, grab a pen because here is your prep checklist. Before we start the setup, you'll want to gather a few things: your red, white, and blue Medicare card, your bank routing number, and your bank account number. Oh, and if you plan to mail in a paper form, you're going to need a blank voided check too. Make absolutely sure you look out for your 11-character Medicare number and write it down exactly as it appears. Resist the urge to add your own helpful dashes or spaces. Now, a quick heads up on one exception here. If your bills come from the Railroad Retirement Board, you unfortunately cannot use Medicare Easy Pay. You are structurally ineligible, which means you must continue to mail your monthly premium checks directly to the RRB Collection Center in St. Louis.
Okay, let's get our hands dirty in Section 3, the step-by-step setup process.
You can actually do this entirely from the comfort of your computer, and doing it online is absolutely the way to go. It is literally the fastest method, and it completely bypasses the physical bottlenecks of mailing and paperwork. You just log into Medicare.gov using a verified service like ID.me, Clear, or Login.gov. Next, you just select My Premiums from the top menu, click Sign Up for Easy Pay, and finally, securely submit your bank routing and account numbers. It really is as simple as that.
But, you know, if you're old school and prefer paper, you can definitely use Form SF5510, which looks like this official document right here from CMS. Just make sure to match your name exactly as it appears on your Medicare card, attach that voided check we talked about, and mail the whole thing to the Medicare Premium Collection Center in St. Louis.
Now listen up, because this is absolutely crucial. A huge pitfall is assuming this system kicks in instantly. It doesn't. Processing actually takes 6 to 8 weeks. So you must keep paying your bills manually, whether that's online or by mailing a check, during this entire waiting period. If you just stop paying immediately, you are going to fall behind and seriously risk losing your coverage.
So you might be wondering, how do I actually know when it's working? Well, you'll know your Easy Pay is officially active when you open your mail and see a statement header just like the one shown here. It will clearly state, "This is not a bill," right at the top. The moment you see that, you're golden. The automated system has completely taken over. Here's the golden rule. Once you're officially enrolled, your auto deduction happens every single month on the 20th. So if you panic and decide to just pay manually during the month to be safe, you're actually going to create an overpayment. The system will still run on the 20th, and that extra money will just roll over to the next month. So just relax and let the system do its job.
All right, on to Section 4, troubleshooting and support.
Even with a super smooth automated system, questions are going to pop up. For instance, what happens when your premium amount changes in a new year? We see standard Part B premium adjustments yearly due to legislative changes. So, do you have to go in and fill out new forms all over again?
The fantastic news? You don't have to lift a single finger. The Easy Pay system updates totally automatically. It recalculates and adjusts the withdrawal amount for you. You don't need to log in, you don't need to call them, it is completely seamless.
Now, if a payment issue does pop up, here is how they handle it. Medicare is never going to unexpectedly drain your bank account. After that first payment, they will never deduct more than 1 month's premium plus $10 at once. If you somehow owe more than that, they'll just send you a CMS 500 paper bill. And if a payment gets declined, say because of insufficient funds, Medicare pauses the Easy Pay system entirely and mails you a bill so you can catch up manually before your coverage takes a hit. And of course, if you ever get stuck and need help, just dial 1-800-MEDICARE.
Finally, let's wrap things up with Section 5, additional tips and insights.
If you're not super comfortable with Medicare automatically pulling money out of your account, you do have an alternative. You can push the money from your end using your own bank's online bill pay feature. Just be absolutely sure to set the payee as CMS Medicare Insurance and include your exact 11-character Medicare number as the account number so they know exactly who that payment is coming from. And hey, if you're finding it tough to swing these monthly costs, please know that there is help out there. Programs like the Qualified Medicare Beneficiary or the Specified Low-Income Medicare Beneficiary can actually cover these premiums for you. Please reach out to your state Medicaid office to see if you qualify for a Medicare savings program to help lower those expenses.
Just a quick disclaimer here. While this explainer is based on current Medicare sources, policies and exact premium dollar amounts can and do shift from year to year. Always be sure to verify your specific situation directly with Medicare at medicare.gov and consult a financial advisor for personalized advice.
So, by setting up Easy Pay, you have taken a massive step in protecting your health coverage. You've learned how to verify your eligibility, set up the deductions online, and navigate that tricky 6 to 8 week transition period, leaving you with one less major thing to worry about. So with that stress completely off your plate, what are you going to focus on next?